Hello, this is Zedis. Welcome back to another Mario Maker 2 video, clearing more Uncleared 2022 and 2023 levels. Oh god, got some tough ones this time. We're going to start off with Super Mario Bros. 1. This is kind of a kaizo level. It's very much, maybe even call it a speedrun, I don't know. But it's very much, like I was talking about last week, a choose your own trajectory level. Where you have to jump and you're kind of hoping that you went at the exact same time as the maker did, or else it's not going to work. I failed in 100 different ways on this one, and we're watching me just trying to figure out what's going on. I actually had a hard time finding a Super Mario Bros. 1 level that I could beat this time. I went through a couple of them, and here I realized I think I probably did that on accident at first, but we're actually like climbing a bomb ladder with a mega mushroom, which is, I never thought about that, but that's how you're supposed to do it. This has a little of pretension of being a power-up switching level, but he kind of forgets to use the Link power-up any other time. So yeah, after you're gonna get the mega mushroom pretty quick after that. Yeah, we have to keep going. We have to just keep running forward. So yeah, you bounce off this guy and bounce up on this guy, shoot the thing. You can tell he's not very good with the Link costume because watch me go right through that brick. I love that. Yeah, you can tell he was not very good with the Link costume because he only has like one area and he doesn't make you even shoot diagonally, so yeah. And then this kind of just works, but I don't know if I did it the way he wanted me to. There are 2 red coins, and you kick a bomb at them, and they get them. I don't know if I did it the way he wants. There's actually a couple ways this can work out, depending on where you jump. In a lot of ways that it can fail. Here's a kind of a blind fall. There is a coin trail, but it's not a very good coin trail. We're in the subworld now. We're not going to watch too much of this. Before I just show the final clear. It's not that long of a level. It's only like 40 seconds long. I missed that guy many times. You have to just, like I said, get the right trajectory. I paused it to look to see at the program to see whether I needed that on or off. I'm not even sure it matters. There's actually 2 different ways you can do it depending on whether it's on or off. So right here, if I had it the other way, I could just avoid that switch. I think we're gonna see the whole thing now. Yeah, this was just really hard. It took me about an hour to pull off. I also tried a couple. This guy had a few 3D World levels from 2022 that were uncleared. This was kind of chaos. Boom, boom. I'll try to stay away from him. Yeah, he had a couple of 3D World, and I couldn't actually figure them out. So I'm like, I need something easier. And then it turned out that the 3D World level I played was a huge pain in the ass. But I played it much later, so we'll see the other. I'm gonna go in order. Yeah, right there. That was hard to figure out because I didn't know where I was supposed to go with that guy. Yeah, just do a low. Make sure we make it over the spike because we can't take any damage. I did get to this final room while having lost the mega mushroom. I was a little afraid that I was gonna bonk my head and fall in the pit because I knew there was a pit. I had been looking just to kind of scout ahead, or, you know, I mean, obviously to see if there's any cheating, which there isn't. Yeah, this was tough, and his other levels kind of, I don't know, kind of messy. I wish I could clear them, but maybe I'll try again. Yeah, that was a tough one. I'm sure it took me over 100 lives. The Super Mario Bros. 3 2023 level is a really shitty troll level, a Japanese. This guy's got 2 moves. It's either Kaizo block or blind or sniper thwomp. That's every troll in this level. There's one or the other. Yeah, I hit that. You hit that. I boo it right away. Yeah. I don't deal with this crap. I know exactly what kind of level it is. I didn't look at the program. The program works again if you missed last week's episode. Everything works. I've actually been like claiming my clears on Discord, which I didn't realize But when I finally figured it out, they've actually been keeping track the entire time, so I have cleared 927 levels after this episode. Just from when the bot was created. So I have obviously first cleared a lot more, but since the Team 0% started going after the Mario Maker 2 levels. But yeah, that's quite a good number though. And yeah, I was surprised that the bot was able to read my profile and figure it out, so. Yep, Sniper Thwomp, we go down here, we're stuck Kaizo blocks, this is just a death door. Like to boo it again. Of all the levels, this is... I have really hard levels for Super Mario Bros. 1, Super Mario World, and 3D World. Shockingly, I found a really easy one for NSMBU. Yeah, we hit the on-off, go back, get the mushroom, then we can go up the vine up here. And you know, at least he does have a checkpoint, thankfully. Surprised he doesn't put munchers in the other 2 blocks. He doesn't. You can break all 3 of those blocks. Takes away my power up. Try to slide under there. You probably could, but it would be very difficult. Upside down. Didn't realize it quick enough. Here we're, again, killed by Kaizo block. Oh no, we're not yet. I actually like avoided the troll at first. But there is a Kaizo block there. I'll probably show it in a minute. Yeah, looking for Kaizo blocks. Yep, find them. Then eventually we're gonna get Sniper Thwomped. Yeah, of all the levels I've played, this one wasn't too bad, but it did. I'm sure it took 30 lives just because it was so annoyingly killy. Yeah, no, I don't know why. I just wanted to run. Come on. Yeah, this is just a boring troll level. He doesn't even do double layer blocks, which I guess is a good thing. I'm like, okay, the fire flower is definitely bait, right? There's no way that I can get that. But if I need to go to the right, maybe I should. At least he doesn't soft lock me. Better than the 3D World level, which very cruelly soft locked me. Like, okay, I'm probably blocked off here, right? Yeah. At least I could kill myself. I thought actually if I did this I could get past this, but it does count as jumping. It did try one actually very difficult NSMBU level. It was like a Kaizo level, but I just couldn't get through it, so I had to find something. And I went through a few levels. I was actually looking in the program just to see if it was possible. And the one I saw was like, well, this doesn't seem too bad. It looked like a speedrun, but there's no timer. Oh, there was 2 checkpoints in this level. I forgot. So I thank him for that anyway. His level is absolute garbage, but at least he checkpointed me. He doesn't do a checkpoint 0 type. This is a smooth brain troll level. This is just not good. There's one Kaizo block in this section that I missed the first time I went through. Yep, I got just completely... He only has two things. He only has two things. It's really bad. Yeah, right here. Like, how did I miss that the first time? Very lame. This is probably gonna be in super expert when it shouldn't be, but it just has too much garbage in it. Yeah, I shouldn't complain. I shouldn't complain. I've seen way worse troll levels. I watched Panga do an Uncleared episode the other day where he had the worst troll level, I think worse than anyone I've ever cleared, where it was just garbage, garbage, garbage all the time. Constant death. That's the worst kind, but these are just boring. Yeah, I should have realized, but I didn't know where I was going. I didn't know. We'll fall down. You see the pickup pipe. I did choose correctly. I did not look in the program. I figured it was the second to last one. I figured the last one would probably soft lock me. So I might have avoided a soft lock. Yeah, we'll just go slow. Bam. Terrible level. Just boring. I'm leaving some really nasty comments on this video, by the way. I'm gonna get banned. Still don't have a Switch 2, by the way. I still want one, but they're just. I wish I had gotten one the first day, but it's just a fear of missing out. I think if I had it, I probably wouldn't even play it very much. I think Mario Kart would grow stale for me. I barely even played the last Mario Kart. I love original Mario Kart on Super Nintendo. I've never really loved any of the other ones. They're good games, don't get me wrong. Do want to play that new Donkey Kong game. That does look fun. I don't know when it comes out next month at some point. No Mario Maker 3 announcement. Oh, by the way, I think as I'm recording this, yesterday was the 6th anniversary of this game. So, happy birthday, Super Mario Maker 2. Oh, so we're on the Super Mario World level. This one really sucks. Mostly because it's not that hard. It's just one part is awful, and it just makes the whole level awful because you have to just keep going through it. So he has like multiple challenge, basically rooms, but you can fall down, and you get sent back to the beginning. And honestly, after the first life, I think I just restarted every time, because why would I wander back when I don't care how many lives this takes me, and it probably took me, I don't know, I have no idea how many, but that's already had quite a few tries when I started it, so. A lot of bumper garbage. God, I hate bumpers. This is the part that really just takes this level from meh to awful. Snake block section, snake block going every which way. At least it's a fast one, but and then you have to avoid the bumpers. You get knocked off. You do need the helmet. And the next part is pretty vital. So you get to this section. There is like this bumper right here is very hard to avoid. It's on this track, so it has to be at a certain spot or you're gonna hit it. You get to this section, clown car. So yeah, the Shaman is very necessary, but I had a real hard time getting past this because I kept jumping in this freaking pit. But yeah, you can actually lose the Shaman there. It's probably just better to run because you don't need it past there anyway. Yeah, I had so many problems getting through this section. It's best to wait this snake block out because the skull platform is going to slam you right into that bumper, and I couldn't avoid it no matter what. I tried figuring a way out to just dodge it, but it was impossible because the snake block was, or the skull platform was screwing with my momentum. Yeah, this part is inconsequential with the shell mitt. Yeah, we're just gonna get rid of that. I did get to this part like several times. Now here is basically the final jump. He wants you to ride this guy across. You don't have to do that. I had looked in the program. It's just one good jump will get you over to the next section. And it's a wide section, so I can hug the wall. And then he gives you a picador, and I looked, so... And I'm leaving a message here in case anyone else has this terrible level. Yeah, I really hate this level. It's just, I don't like the setup. It's not fun at all. I've played levels like this that were fun, but this one isn't. It's just not fun. A lot of sound effects, a lot of... the snake, it's one of those levels where there's only one part that makes it super expert, and it's just really annoying. And getting back there every life is so annoying. I changed his tags. I left him some messages. I did. I think I left him another note that said, "I wish I could boo this twice." Yeah, terrible level. Probably not that bad, but it's really bad. So here's the super easy NSMBU level. When I saw it I looked in the program before I even started, and I'm like, this doesn't look that hard. I wonder what makes it uncleared, and this one just got overlooked, man. I don't know how it even had as many tries as it did, because it's really not that hard. I think it only took me like 5 lives. It only took me, I think, 8 minutes total, and that 8 minutes of recording, I actually go back to try to cheese it, which I was unsuccessful doing, but I thought I could. And you'll see it. Well, I'll show you where I thought I could cheese it. Yeah, this is a speedrun without a timer, so it's very easy. Nothing super complicated about it. It's almost a generic new soup speedrun, Japanese new soup speedrun, where the maker clearly is not very good at the game. So it's very easy to get through it. I'm looking at potential cheese everywhere here, but I decided to not do it right now. I'm gonna go through it. If my big cheese had been successful, I may have tried smaller cheeses to get through this, because I definitely could. So here's where I'm like, I'm gonna see what's over the top. And I'm like, okay, that's a YOLO situation, so let's triple jump. And I actually do a pretty good triple jump, almost right from the edge right here. Twirl, 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 twirl. See the bridge right there, and I'm like, oh, maybe if I get it perfect. And I tried it later, and I don't think you can get over that far. It's pretty difficult. I mean, I don't think it's pretty difficult. I think it's impossible. But, so yeah, here's a clear. Like I said, I have all the time in the world to do this, because no timer. I didn't see his upload time, so I don't know how long it took them. But yeah, I could just take my time. Yeah, we could definitely get up, do something cheeky up there, but it's not that necessary. Yeah, every like I actually, like, when I was doing the randomized levels, it gave me a new soup that had like over 1,000 tries, and I'm like, I'm not even looking at that one. I don't know if the tag said speedrun. Maybe the tag said speedrun and people are just avoiding it. Because sometimes I'll look at them, but I don't like new soup speedruns in general, so my assumption is that they're going to be way too hard for me or way too annoying. So I usually just skip them when I see that tag. But yeah, I don't know. I don't remember if it had this tag or not. It's fairly long. I mean, if it was speedrun, it would, to make it tight, it would probably still be a 100-second speedrun. Didn't know it was coming, but, you know, ground pound, not necessary. If you're the kaizos, there aren't any, I don't think. Here's a boss fight. I did see a Super Mario Brothers 1 level that I skipped where it was kill 2 Bowsers, one with a Fire Flower, one with Link, in 20 seconds, and they were big Bowsers, and I'm like, I didn't get anywhere near that. I could get to the link room in 20 seconds, but I couldn't do much. I hit him like twice with the sword and then I was timed out. Very curious as to how that's beatable. Maybe it's just RNG. If Bowser doesn't jump, you can unload on him with fire power. Anyway, yeah. How easy was that? I mean, that's like a normal level, really. It's really not that hard at all. Yeah, I think it took me 4 or 5 lives. And somehow it took, you know, 50 lives without it being cleared. Okay, so on to the 3D world level. This one effing sucks. You'll notice it only has 9 tries. The guy is like, this is my final level ever. And my hardest. And he's not lying either way. He didn't make any more. This was the only level he made this whole year, too. All his other levels are 2021 or earlier. This level is very cryptic. And a lot of it is just made to be as annoying as possible. And I'll tell you, most of my deaths in this level were... I'm blocked off. We will be back there later because we need a hammer. Most of my deaths in this level were this part right here. Getting through this part without getting crushed is hard as fuck. I died so many times there. I was so happy when I finally got the first checkpoint. And there are 2 checkpoints, which is nice. I thought I could just walk through there, by the way. Yeah, there are 2 checkpoints. They're very hard to get. The first one has some pretty tough jumps. This notwithstanding, that's probably the hardest part of the whole level. But there's a thwomp riding part coming up that really, like, you know, like I thought this part is really hard to get into this little gap. You have to break this brick and then jump up there. Really hard to do. And you can go backwards, but if you lose your mushroom, you can go back. You probably get crushed though. Yeah, this was just really difficult to do. I think the first part is more difficult than the other 2 parts. I lose my mushroom, but I did break that, so I'm gonna go on. You do need the mushroom. We'll see that in a second here. The second half of it, or the second and third parts, just really esoteric. It's like, how am I supposed to do this? Even looking at the map, I'm like staring at it, trying to figure it out, and I could not do it. Yeah, there's a fish bones that kills you if you don't have the mushroom, so you are punished for losing that. I did die a few times here, but if you fall down the pit, you can wall jump up. I thought that might be kaizo blocked off. It isn't. Here's the thwomp riding part. This is very difficult, and I F up completely there. Yeah, it's spike ceiling, and we have to get up there after that third spike before I get crushed against the wall. It took me a long time to do. And then you have to time this before the P-switch shuts off and after those blocks disappear. Not that easy, but we are rewarded with a checkpoint, which is nice. Key here, easy enough to get, but it takes a while, so it's very annoying to have to keep doing it. This goes up all the way, so you get crushed. Easy enough to jump off of there, but I didn't know. Oh, and then when you start from the checkpoint, he drops a fishbone on your head, so, you know, good luck getting this shit in Endless. Yeah, this one broke my brain a little. So we have a door and a key door. I figure the key door is probably more important now. Couple of pipes. This first pipe, it's like, well, there's nothing there. I thought, okay, he's gonna kaizo block me off, but I'm like, I better drop down and see if there's anything in this pipe. And there is a cat suit, kind of hidden, but not too hard to get, so I'm not gonna complain. It tells me to go up. I'm gonna go up. This pipe dispenses a spring. I spent a long time trying to figure out what he wanted me to do this with the spring, but after a while I realized, and you'll see it right here, it's just to kill you. It's so you grab it and you fall and you can't, you know, you think you need it, so you're gonna hold on to it and you're gonna fall in the pit. I think there's a couple of ways I die. We'll try the other one. That kind of will crush me. I can't go back. This is where I assume I'm supposed to go. This is actually pretty funny right here. Remember, the springs in 3D World have they're like a wall, so it crushed me against the spring. Any other style that wouldn't have worked. So I'm in this other room with the key door, and I have the cat suit, and I'm like, well, I should go this way, but it won't let me swipe these, and I'm like, it doesn't let me swipe? I can't believe I can't swipe those. So I'm like, okay, there was a boomerang in the other room. I'm gonna need that. It turns out that the boomerang is pretty much impossible to get. That's a troll. There's a special way you can actually break those bricks with a cat suit, and we'll see it later. Still getting the spring at this point. I think I speed this up a little, if I recall. I'm thinking about it. Up in this room anyway. I lose the spring, I'm like, ah, shit. Well, hopefully I don't need that. Yeah, so I'm gonna try to get up to the boomerang, and you can do it. It's very difficult, but you can do it. It just took me a long time to figure out. And I tried this route a few times, but turns out this is not the way to go. Yeah, getting in there is very difficult. It can be done though. And you have to wait for those blocks to disappear every time. It's very annoying. There we go. So now I'm in this section. I have the boomerang. We go in here, this pipe, and this is basically death, but there is an exclamation warp block here. It looks like that's the end, by the way, but this just drops you in a pit, and I'm like, oh, can I get past there? We're gonna go back to where the checkpoint is. We're gonna go over here. This is where I figured out. I spent a long time, and I didn't want to quit this level because I'd gotten past that first part. But yeah, if you go up here and you do the down shoulder button swipe, you can get through here. You're made to lose the suit anyway, so it's not a big deal that I lost it there. Got some blinking block action. I do mess this up because you probably could make this, but it's easier to wall jump off the left side, which is what I will do in the future. I got stuck below this one, but it's survivable. Yeah, it can get pretty. This is the less confusing than the middle part. I'm actually pretty close to the last checkpoint right here. It's through this pipe. I do thank him for having 2 checkpoints. I do scold him for having very cruel level design. Very much meant to be that way. It was meant to be uncleared, I do believe. But yeah, I mean, it only had 9 tries, so people gave up on it. Probably from that bouncing cannon part, which was really hard. So here we're actually going to get a hammer, which is what we need to beat the level. But he makes me lose it, and I do drop down here. It's okay, though. The hammer comes from a pipe, so we can get it back. Unfortunately, that thwomp is gone at this point. And it took me way too long to figure this out, but I just need to reset the room from where the checkpoint is. I keep trying to go this way, and it's just a way. And then I come down to this pipe, and I'm like, oh, I should just go through this pipe again. Get the thwomp back. So yeah, he wants us to hammer through 3. Actually, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to try to enter this door. There's actually a reset door on the other side, but we don't want to go this way. But I can do this because I can cheese it a little bit, but it doesn't help. I need a key. The only thing that's going to have a key at this point is the thwomp. What's supposed to happen is the thwomp, you have to kill the thwomp before he hits that on-off switch, or else you have to reset it. Which is, again, he gives me a reset door, and then I break that the last brick wall, so I don't have to worry about it. Now I just have to kill the thwomp, which is not that hard, but it's a little bit of a pain. I have to jump off in front of him and hit him. It just isn't, it's not very easy, but it's not that hard either. I'm gonna struggle a little bit here. There we go. Go through the key block. He's gonna make me do the. Apparently, the only way to get through this is rolling. He does have a lot of you have to use very specific tech to do it. I think you have to do the little crouch jump thing to get through that cannon section earlier. This isn't super hard because if you do mess up and hit the wall, you usually have time to wall jump. It does stun you for half a second, but it's usually not too hard to recover. But he's gonna take the hammer from me here, which I'm like, God damn it! Thought we were done with this level. No, he's gonna steal it from me. Don't really have to hit that on-off, or that one down there. It's not necessary yet. I'm not sure why they're there even. I think he is just teasing me at this point. A little bit of a trolling in this level, but not too bad. Do a twirl jump up there. I can get through there. Here is a throw the shell at the on-off section. Thankfully, this doesn't go on too long because this would really bug me if I had to do it for a long period of time. Z-jump was the worst choice I could have made there, and I did that. Because if I hit the wall, I get stunned. If I'm just normal wall jumping, I can... Or if I just normal jump, I can jump off the walls. Yeah. There, I at least saved myself. Hard to time, but not too bad. So we're getting pretty close to the end here. It took me a little while to figure this part out, and I wasn't thinking very hard. I did know that there was a P-switch in this pipe. I had to kill this guy. Like I said, I was looking at the program at this point. It just wasn't easy to figure out even looking at it. Down here, we might recognize this spot from when we went through the warp block with the boomerang suit. I thought I was actually going to be able to cat dive into that wall and climb up, but it's too low, so I think he wants me to think that. I did know that this was here. I think this is a bonus room. Yeah, it has the bonus music. I don't really want a bonus, though. Bunch of P-switches. That's to get out of the last section. Oh, if you don't hit that, we're gonna actually fade away from this. If you don't hit the P-switch, I think I got killed by the Koopas here. I think I killed myself, actually. Because if definitely don't want to restart the level. So we'll cut back to here. Died some way anyway. What we need, and it took me forever to realize this, is that key, we can't get it with our body. And there's shells up there, so I need to throw a shell at it. That's all it is. Very silly of me not to realize that earlier. My brain was broken from playing this level for so long. Kick it, get the shell. get the key. We'll wait for the P-switch to run out so we can get back up here. And then here's the key door down here, and we get a hammer, which is what we need to beat the level. Yeah, there's a lot of level here. I think the upload time was like 5 minutes. Took me over 30. Took me well over an hour, actually, but I mean, the record is going to be 30 seconds. Here we are back at the beginning. And that's all we need. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that level. If you've made it this far, thanks so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you next time.
You